Hello, everyone. Tashena Gonzales here. Definitely give me a comment and let me know that you can see me, say hi, say hello. So, I'm here for the Leader Spotlight today. And as you guys saw, we're going to be talking about rank maintenance success. But first, of course, I want to tell you guys a little bit about me. So, I love the opportunity to share with other people. Hey, Lydia, because I am so not the typical young living person. So I am not blonde. I do not have 2.5 kids, and I'm not a homeschooled mom. I come from the corporate world. I usually have way more in common with the young living husbands than I do to the individuals that are in young living. Like, I hate do it yourself stuff. Like, I don't even understand the concept. Like, if I could just buy it ready made, that's what I want to do. But just like all of you, Young Living has changed my life. I have a very diverse team. Obviously, like, your circle is usually, and your target market is usually you. So I attract a lot of African Americans, and then I speak Spanish. So I have teams in a lot of Latin American countries. So 60% of my team is African American, and probably 15 to 20% is Spanish speaking. So I did also put all of the ways to connect with me. So do follow me on YouTube. It's just my name. I have over 750 videos, 100 of which are in Spanish. And again, diverse collaborations, diverse topics, and lots of stuff to share. So today we're going to talk about rank maintenance success. And I'm going to start by telling you guys that I'm a person that has lost rank not once, but twice in 5 years. So we have talked about a lot that, there's no such thing as failure, right? There is, you either learn or you succeed, right? So having been a person that has lost strength twice, I can evaluate clearly what are the things that I did when I was in the growth mode, which was in the beginning of my young living journey. What were the things that changed when I was in a stagnant or decline mode? And what are the things that is working really good right now when I'm in a growth mode? Because I've been in a growth mode for the past 4 months. Should be hitting Bridge to Gold this month. I'm a silver, just for you guys to know, and really working on getting fast to gold within the next month or two. So the information I'm going to share with you, just for your information, it is like based on a PowerPoint presentation that I did and information I shared with my team. So I am a red, green, blue. So if you're green, you're going to get a lot of information. If you don't write everything down, don't worry about it, because I have a video that I will drop in the comments. So you can rewatch that video that has pretty much the same information I'm going to share with you guys today, with a little extra of the comp plan and silver bound and Bora Bora information. So that one will be a little bit longer, about 20 minutes. So don't worry about it. But I'm going to start with the information. So the first thing, again, success is not a straight line. Losing rank is actually quite common, guys. And for example, I had one of my leaders on my team. She hit senior star early in the month last month. And so I told her, girl, you got to go for executive. Like, you are set up to hit executive this month. And one of the reasons that she hit is because someone placed a really big order, an unusually large order. And she was like, well, what happens if I lose rank next month? And I'm like, nothing happens. You're just closer to your goal. Your clock starts for you to still run for silver, and you just keep on going as if nothing happened. There's so many people, some of your favorite diamonds have lost rank before. So at the end of the day, just do not let it get you down and keep moving forward. But keeping that in mind, first thing you need to do is you have to start. So you need to work the business part-time, not sometimes. The world is ran by those that show up. We have stated over and over again, it's one of our favorite corporate quotes, right? Enthusiasm eats strategy for breakfast. I see so many people who hold themselves back because they think that they don't have enough information. And yet I have someone who I signed up last month, and she sold her first kit before she even got her kit. How did she do that? She had some samples and she was enthusiastic. You have to start. Some people will not start because they think that they aren't good presenters or they aren't good sellers, but you can't fix what you need to unless you start. You can't get the feedback unless you start. So the first step is for you to start. Start right away doing the things so that you can make the adjustments that you're going to need to make. And I just lost my notes, so give me a second. Yeah, so get rid of fear and doubt and use enthusiasm instead of that. So what do you do when you show up? That's when we do our income producing activities. Meeting new people, enrolling people, educating people to get on loyalty rewards program, and helping other people to do the same. Hit level up and double up. That's our goal every month. So if I looked at your calendar right now, would I know that you're running a business? Do you have, and it's going to depend on your personality, right? If you're red or green, you're going to have clearly allocated time out. And if you're not, then maybe you're just doing 15-minute Bibbits. But Sunday night, when you look at what you did for the previous 7 days, if you are really running for a rank, can you look back and say, I put in 15 hours of work for my business this month? If not, again, you got to start. You got to show up doing those income producing activities. So like for me, I have for the rest of the month, like we've already had 7 days, I have 12 classes on my schedule, 4 business trainings, and 2 power hours in 2 different languages. That's what my schedule looks like because I'm running for a rank. I'm putting in 15 hours every week. Now, obviously, there's going to be some legit times where you can't show up, and that's fine. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. There's seasons. I live in Metro Detroit, Michigan. We are highly affected with the things that are going on in the world. There are a lot of people on my team who have lost close family members. If they state to me they can't show up for a month or 2, that makes sense. But make sure that it's a conscious decision, not that you're just showing up when you feel like it and you're letting the world drive you. Make a conscious decision to get yourself together emotionally, communicate that to your team, and then when it's time, show back up again. So again, this is on the job training. Tell me I listen, show me I see, involve me I understand is a quote. You do and you learn. There is no failure. You get feedback from your actions and you adjust. Another key of running our type of business in the network marketing world, which is very different from a normal job, is self-development is key. So a quote from Jim Rohn, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. If you work hard on your job, you can make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. Income seldom exceeds personal development. So if you, again, have not maintained a rank or felt like you've been stagnant at a rank, what is your self-development plan? In my weekly coaching that I did, I realized in the past couple months, I haven't done as much for me to be operating like a gold right now. I haven't done as much personal development as I need to. I was in a book club and I was listening to that once a week, and that was what I was feeding myself with. But I feel like I need a little bit more. And so I'm definitely going to put 2 audiobooks on my agenda for this month. And then consistency is key. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit, by Aristotle. So again, the consistency is the thing that usually kills most people. You cannot come and do 1 hour. Everybody's different and you got to set your own schedule the way it is, but you can't come to the table and 1 week do 1 hour and then next week do 10 and then do 0 and then do 0. If you're doing that, you're going to really limit yourself and you're really confining yourself to being stagnant and not being able to maintain a rank. And then remember that success is found outside your comfort zone. And that looks really different for everyone. I'm finding out, like for my personality, again, I'm a red, green, blue. Usually, if you see me in a social setting, you will see me behave more like a red, blue. And if you see me at work, I'll be a red, green. For me, my getting out of my comfort zone involved being more emotional and sharing and vulnerable, because hustle is what I do every day all the time. Like hustle is normal for a red. So that wasn't getting out. But if you're a yellow, then hustle and not getting your feelings hurt might be out of your comfort zone. So if you are going to grow to a new level, you got to understand you got to get out of your comfort zone. If you're not getting out of your comfort zone and doing things new on a regular basis, you're not going to get to another rank and you could lose rank. And then again, I'm going to give you guys a video because there's a really good graphic that I have that goes along with this so that you can watch it later. But you need to use leverage. This is the complete difference with network marketing and sales. There's a quote, give me a lever long enough and a place to stand and I will move the entire earth, by Archimedes. So what are our levers in our business? You need to run the systems. Ensure that your 10 systems are in place that we learned in the boost calls. You need to use the Rise brochure. You're going to leverage your upline systems. So that would be your Facebook groups, whatever business training that you have in. Some individuals like my team has a specialized one that's online. You may be using Game Plan or Propel, but whatever your business training system is, you need to do that. You utilize your upline classes. If you are blessed with the upline that is regularly giving classes, you need to be inviting 50 people to all of those classes. You need to leverage corporate, network in all the things that you can do. Use your crossline people. Corporate is providing us masterminds. They provide us weekly training. There's something every day on this page. You need to be coming back to this page and see what happened. If you are in other regions, if you guys read my bio, I have teams all over the world. You need to be dialed into those regions. So if you speak Spanish, are you following the Young Living USA Espanol page? If you are in another country, are you on those regional Facebook page and the IG pages and the YouTube? Leverage all of those tools. And then when you're teaching, you want to always teach with tools. So obviously you're going to answer your team's questions and you're going to put your spin on it. But literally today, guys, I had a downline member call me and she asked me 3 very different questions. And every time she asked me a question, by the 3rd time I answer her, I'm like, I know you're going to get sick of me saying this, or you're not going to believe me, but I have a video on that. So she was asking me about time management. She was asking me about very different things. And I had videos for that, because you never want to teach on something more than once. You want to teach from a tool, because if it's always your knowledge and everything that you know, they can't do it when you're not there. So even when you're sharing with them, make sure you're referencing a Young Living blog post. If someone asks me about a do-it-yourself recipe, I'm not going to come up with something off at the top of my head. I'm going to go to a YouTube video that Young Living did, or I'm going to go to the blog, because they can find it again when I'm not there. That's how I leverage the tools. You need to leverage books. You need to leverage those training systems. You need to leverage your Facebook groups. And again, YouTube videos. So I had a 5-minute conversation with a downline member. She had 3 questions, and I was able to, instead of spend 30 minutes, answer her questions with 3 videos. That is how you move forward and fast. You need to leverage Silverbound. If you want to maintain your rank, don't do it all yourself. There has been times where me and one other leader, or me and 2 other leaders, have been the ones who ran for the rank, and we were the only ones running. And once we ran for that rank, we got tired. And because there was no duplication, we lost the rank. So you have to make sure that you are leveraging silverbound. Silverbound means that you create stars. That's how you succeed. And we know no one wants to do the business, guys. Just go to someone who's on Essential Rewards and say, hey, would you like to get that Essential Rewards paid for? Or hey, I know you was talking about getting that makeup and you got to save up for it. Would you like some help on getting that done? And just start duplicating, make sharing normal. Normalize sharing and start creating stars. If you want to be a senior star that stays senior star, instead of signing up 10 people, which is awesome, which is great, go sign up 10 people if you're awesome. Go do that, but make sure some of that senior star comes by you creating 4 stars underneath you. That's how you're going to sustain. Leverage your coach and your mentor. If you, again, I started this by saying, if you lose rank for a month, honestly, no big deal. But if you lose rank for 3 to 6 months, you need outside help. You need to understand why. So that's when you're going to leverage a coach or a mentor to figure out the pieces that you are missing. Enthusiasm eats strategy for breakfast. And then the more you use these levers, the faster your team will grow. The less that you use these levers, the faster you will reach burnout, guys. You have to use the system. And then you want to make sure that you know your numbers. This is something else that we went over in the boost call. So the numbers that you need to know is how many are being enrolled versus how many are going inactive. The analogy we were given is the bathtub, right? We know that we're going to have attrition. I learned early in the business that for whatever reason, 20% of people you sign up are just going to go inactive. We don't know why. They sign up. You try to contact them. They act like they're offended and they don't know why. And you just let those people go. So we're going to have attrition. But you need to make sure that the attrition is less than what you're getting enrolled every single month. Additionally, we also need to look at our ER percentage. So in order to maintain your ER percentage for your particular team needs to be at 38%. For growth, it needs to be at 43%. For fast growth, it needs to be at 48%. So if you go and look at your ER percentage and it's at 30%, that's a goal for you to work on if you are trying to increase your rank or make sure you don't lose rank. Also, your average PV per member. This is an indication of how well you are educating your team. And this was something that when I heard it, like it hit hard because this is something that I still need to work on in my team. You really should be spending 200 per 2-person households and 300 for 3 or more households. If you have lots of people on your team that are spending 50, that means they're not transfer buying. They're still buying their lotion, their skincare, their vitamins, their makeup, their protein powder, their deodorant from stores that is probably toxic. The vitamins probably have sawdust in them instead of their own online franchise business. So you need to check your onboarding process. How many current members do you have coming to classes? And the thing that was said in the boost calls is look at your organization. If 50% of the people that were zeros were at 100 and 50% of the people that are at 100 doubled because you know they have more than one person living in their house, would that get you at your next rank? So that's something that you really, really want to focus on. And then, of course, level up and double up. How many people are achieving it? Not just you achieving it. Again, if you go gangbusters for 3 months and you sign up all these people, but you're not teaching other people to double up, that is the surefire way for you to lose rank. And with that, there's a quote to end with, which is from Randy Gage. Success without duplication is merely future failure in disguise. So I know a lot of times we talk about brand and all of that is super important. Your brand is super important. Conducting your own classes, your friends hearing your voice, even as a distributor, is super important. But all of that you're doing is to attract individuals to your team. Once people are in your team, you need to run the system and put your own spin on it. All right, so that's what I want to share with you guys today. I did not read hardly any of the comments, so I will go back and read the comments. And if you didn't hear me say, I'm actually going to drop a video that's a 20-minute video of this very similar training that I did for my team. And it's going to be clearer. You can pause it, you can take notes, and it's going to be a PowerPoint presentation with all the quotes that I had in there. With that, I thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, do follow me on Instagram, on YouTube, on my Facebook page, all of my classes. I'm always Team YL. I got tons of resources in English and Spanish, always available for sharing. I always say, get back to the person that invited you, all that good stuff. So I hope to see you guys soon and see some of you guys in Bora Bora. Thanks, guys. Bye.